Laksh.
Hi, Maggie.
And welcome back to our channel. It's been a second since we've been on. We had a busy few months. We got engaged, and then within 12 hours of getting engaged, we found the house that we bought, this current house, and we moved in. So it's been a crazy ride, but it's been amazing. Life hasn't been the same in the last 2 months, I don't think. But today we're here to talk about manifesting your dream house, which worked out for us. And the 3 steps it takes to get there, to get to your dream house. And Maggie's gonna get us started with step 1.
Alrighty, so step number 1 is to have a vision. So as you guys know, if you've watched any of our other videos, I like to journal. And so for it always seems like about 10 months, around that range. When I manifested him in the previous video, told you guys about that. Same sort of thing, 10 months I wrote about the dream house. I even took a couple pages and I would draw it. And trust me, I'm creative, but I can't really draw that well. But like even the way the sidewalk curves and the multi-vaulted roof line, so all of that, like it literally has everything. So having a vision is super important because I mean, we looked at, I would say at least 10 to 15 other homes, and like, I was not at all. My gut was like telling me they were beautiful, but
you have to know what you want. You just have to, and that comes from seeing a lot of different things, just like dating. You go and you date 10, 15, 20 first dates. You get to understand what you want and what you don't want. Same thing with houses, same thing with anything.
Now I will say though, on like our 3rd or 4th date, he asked me what I would want my dream home to look like. And so I told him, right? And so I of course asked him, what would he want his dream house to look like? And no joke, he told me it was not the first thing he listed, but it was usually the 2nd or 3rd thing he would always say is he wants speakers in every room. This house has speakers in every room.
My uncle runs a construction business and he builds a new house. And one of the business ideas he gave me was have a business doing low voltage wiring to create speakers in every room because that's a hot thing these days. So I almost thought to do a business in it. And this house, literally, I've never seen a house that already comes pre-built with speakers in every room. That's amazing. Yeah,
I mean, at least the ones that we looked at didn't. So that was like, to me, a dead giveaway. There were just like things that when you have a vision that you can't deny, that you're like, this is like meant to be. And I even have the belief that even if this one wouldn't have worked out, we definitely would have come across another one that has speakers in every room somehow, some way. But of course, this was meant to be, and it's in the perfect location. Well, it's literally...
What was on your list?
On my list was, like I said, like the roof line. Like I wanted multiple. I didn't want like a ranch. They can be beautiful, but I wanted like very grand, multi-dimension. I wanted
ceilings.
High ceilings was a must. Open kitchen, I love islands, and this one, which by the way, if you guys want a tour, if you're still watching, comment down below. If we have more than I'd say 5 to 10 people saying, we'll give you guys a tour. So anyway, so with that being said, it has a nice island. It's high ceiling even in the kitchen. It's just like literally exactly what we both wanted. He wanted a walkout basement. There's a walkout basement.
Right.
So anyway, moving on to step number 2, because obviously we had a vision, and that's why when, especially me, I walked in, I literally knew it. So, but yeah. But
it's a belief in the vision, right? That this is something that can happen. So a lot of times people will see
step
these things.
Step number 2, right?
Yeah, that's
belief.
Belief, yeah. Once you have a vision of what you want, a lot of people dismiss their dreams, their visions, whatever it is, as something that's unattainable, something that's unachievable. And that's just not true. You know, we live in America, the land of, I'm so grateful to live here. Because I'm an immigrant from India. I was born there, and every day, literally, I am grateful that I'm here because you can't do the stuff you can do here in other countries. Here, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, it's called the American dream for a reason. You can go out, you can work hard, you can make it happen. And that's what I appreciate about this place. It is possible to achieve anything if you really believe in it. And I think people lack substance there.
Yeah, I didn't even have the awareness before I started spirituality, that like beliefs, different beliefs and different perspectives and awareness. I didn't even like understand these things, right? So once I understood even what this meant, which is once again, a reason that emotional intelligence is so important, because if we knew that like all it is belief in ourselves, we can do anything, be anything, have anything. It's crazy the abundance you can have. So belief is huge. But yeah, even just having the awareness of, oh wait, I can have that. You can literally have whatever you want. One of my biggest affirmations was, I can have it all because I love myself. So belief is huge, obviously.
You know, I'll prove myself to you guys. You know, I like to put my words into actions. So, and I've told Maggie this, I've told her parents this too. I'm like, in the next 10 years, we're gonna own a multi-million-dollar house. I love this house. It's a phenomenal house. But to me, we're still moving up. We're still leveling up.
I know, it's so funny. Like, I didn't even ever think when I was like younger, I always loved beautiful homes. Always, right? But I don't know. I just never thought it could be me. It's not that I was doubting myself even. It was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'm middle class. This is not quite middle class type thing. So I was just like humble in the way, but almost too humble in the fact that like, oh, okay, well, I'll just, do as my parents did and, everyone else in my family basically. But we can all level up, right? We can all do better. But anyway, so to me, this is my dream house. And to him, he's like, oh, I mean, he loves it. He's very grateful for it. We're both very grateful. He's like, oh, this is just the start.
It's because, a lot of people have asked us, how does it feel to live in like a mansion? How does it feel?
This big house, that's not a mansion, but people literally say that.
That's what we get. And Maggie will tell you her response, but my response has been, it feels pretty normal. Like, it doesn't feel like a drastic change has happened, because on the inside, I've always felt like I'm gonna wake up in a house like this. That's part of believing it. The negative, the bittersweet part of it is when you're actually here, it's not like some giant moment like, wow, my whole life has changed. No, it just feels, okay, it's normal. That's what was supposed to happen.
So yeah, cool thing about manifesting is when it comes, it feels very natural. So one of the biggest, easiest ways to manifest something is once you put the intentions out in the universe, do not have it on a pedestal. And if you're like, oh, I'm so close, but I'm like, you feel like you're reaching, take a step back, look at the bigger picture. Like, it is on your level. If it's not your vibration, if it's not on your, literally your vibration, okay, it's not gonna come, right? So if it's not on that frequency, point of this is you have to feel it, right? You have to believe it. But yeah, if it's not on that same vibration, you're not gonna get it. So like, think of the best champion, like boxer, right? When they win, yeah, they're happy, they're grateful, they're excited, but they would not say, well, I really doubted it and it just seemed out of reach. And no, like, even the underdog is always like, I knew I was gonna beat them. Like, it was natural. It was just, I had a feeling, I got it, like I knew it, I had confidence. That is what it takes. It's a feeling, right? In this world, we always think it's like, we have to do, we have to like chase, we have to make money. I mean, and you do these things, right? It's the human experience. But with that being said, if you don't feel it, forget about it.
Sure.
Forget about it. You have to feel worthy of it. You have to feel like it's natural. Until it does, well, when it does, it'll just come to you. I promise. You'll just receive.
I like that metaphor a lot with the sports. The other
Yeah,
night,
there you go.
that's a good one. And then, so once you have a vision, once you have full belief and faith behind it, the last step is then making it kind of happen,
High standards.
In with that, obviously, there's a lot of financials involved there. Buying a house is more financial related. Finances come from me giving value, Maggie giving value. That's how money comes into our life, or whatever it is. But by having high standards in what you do for a living and how you attain wealth, that's how wealth comes to you. Your current standards dictate the standard of your life. So if at work I am okay with a moderate standard, I'll get my work in, maybe it's a few days late. I did the average, not above, not beyond. You'll get the average in life, If you're going above and beyond in what you give, you will get above and beyond in what you receive. That's just how this game works.
Your inner is a reflection of your outer.
Yeah. So give a lot and expect to receive a lot, That's why charity is considered an amazing thing.
Yeah, well, and it fulfills you too, right? When you give and then you receive, and then that's how the world goes around. Yeah. So like having high standards, right, keeps you from having low quality experiences. So
I mean, Maggie does this at work, you know, like, because she does hair, and for me on the outside, I was like, well, how do you have high standards in hair versus low standards? And I found out.
well, that's easy. most, especially women, we know, right? Go to Great Clips or go to, you know, an Aveda salon or something. There's a bit of a difference.
But it's her attention to detail for me that really ups her level. Like, even if you look around this house, I didn't do any of the decorating, okay? This was all her. And that's all attention to detail. I don't like to have that kind of attention to detail, but that's what brings her standards to a very, very high level. So that's what you do.
Yeah, I didn't have high standards in the past, and with me being a people pleaser for most of my life, I had to get over that hurdle to wait, hold on. I value high standards over like being a people pleaser. So once I got over trying to please everyone and, oh, you know, well, you're late to your appointment or you didn't show up, well, blah, blah, blah. It's like most stylists know, like, that's how you make your living. It's not just like, oh, I couldn't show up to my appointment today. It's like, okay, well, if everyone did that to me, we would not have food on the table, right? So it's like having that standard, that's boundary, and then just understanding to stick to it and not be a people pleaser. And then it's also knowing, because I bring so much value to people, everyone I'm by, I like to think that, and I like to give that. I should be receiving that as well. It's just equal give and take, right? It's balance.
I think the issue that happens to a lot of people is they kind of expect it right then and there, right? This house didn't happen in one day, not in 1 month, not in 1 year. It takes time and years and a journey to get to that point. So every day we want to do the right things, give a lot of output. Obviously not all of us have the best days ever, me neither, but we try our best every single day. And then one day it just all kind of comes together. So patience is an important part of the journey as well.
Yeah, if you have a vision, great belief, and standards, you'll get there even before you know it though. Because
True.
I always say, like, my things usually happen in like 10 months. You can make it happen in 3 weeks. Like, and then here's the thing, like we had plumbers in here, did we not? Day 2, the electric guys were here. And no joke, the electrician, he was like, how long have you guys been here? Just making small talk, you know, he's like, how long have you guys been here now? It's awesome, you know? He's like, he literally said it. I didn't even get to answer. He was like, a couple months. And I was like, this is day 2. And I will say that's part of me being creative and enjoying, loving to decorate. I already had like the living room set up. But anyway, part of my manifestation, right? I know how I want it to look even before I'm in it. That's part of the vision. So anyway, point of this is you just have to have some good belief. And I always believed, especially after I manifested him, that like everything else is like a piece of cake after that. Like love was like the hardest thing in my life, right? And so I just knew after that, it was natural, right? That belief was natural. I felt like it was gonna happen, and here we are. We've proven to you guys in this video time and time again that like manifestation, having that feeling, having that belief works.
True.
Here we are.
True.
So,
and you know, like I'll close out by saying, you know, like it may be on video, maybe from the outside, it all looks like it comes together without any challenges, without any problems. That's not true. Everybody goes through challenges and difficulties in making things happen, having things happen to them. But we keep our standards high, and they'll keep coming to you.
And the contrast helps you in the long run. So, yeah,
All
all right.
Thanks, guys.
Nice
I know it's been a while, but we'll see you guys soon.
All right. Peace, love. Bye, guys.